My name is Willard Wright, and I'm one of the most powerful detectives in the world. Millions will fall before my perfect deductions, and it has garnered me a reputation like no other as a man above humanity, in my humble opinion. I think this case is quite simple. It was the maid, Shayna, and she has no alibi. Silence with the cheering. I need to focus on squeezing out the truth. You couldn't have picked a worse word to use. According to my absolute logic, it can't be maids. Maids are servants, and as such are too much of wusses to carry out a crime like this. No, it has to be someone else. Who else? It was you. Any mystery knows it can only be characters introduced so far, and the maid is too obvious, so it has to be you. Random person. No, you have no evidence. This is Kangaroo Court, which means we're in Australia, and that is a random country. You know what else is random? A random person. You'll never catch me alive. He was soon executed for his crimes. As you can see, my mind is like no other, and this is the story of a particular case, one that was part of a much larger game, so let me tell you my story. Now, who hired me? Who the hell are you? I know you're excited to see me, a star, but please calm down. I want to talk to who's in charge. Well, that would be the head, but he's cried, so you'll have to see the coming head and our child, Leon. Yeah, although you can call her Better Jessica if you wish. That was the original plan for her name, but we remembered Jessica didn't exist yet. Oh my, it's Willard Wright. Yes, you have called me here. No, this is a funeral. We are here to mourn the dead, not figure out who killed them. You must be joking. Who hired me? I did. You are here to solve a mystery of who killed Beatrice. Ah yes, you must be one of my fangirls. You even dedicate so much of yourself to my iconic blue look. Are you sure about this guy? I could hire a competent detective like Erica. Debatable, but I think she's dead. And I thought it'd be fitting if we have someone who fits the story you're trying to tell. And what does that mean? Stop getting ahead of yourself like always. Let things play out and you'll see. Who are you people? We have a game for you. You'll need to help Will figure out who killed Beatrice, or you'll be trapped in a time loop or something. The dreaded time loop. What a calculating move. Where even are we? You would do best not to ask too many questions because we're looking for answers. If I have no choice, I guess I'll help. Don't slow me down with your existence, okay? I'll have you know I'm smarter than you think. Ever wonder how I got to be the coming head? No, because I already figured it out. Now, I know you want to fuck me right now, but let's interview the suspects instead. Greetings. We seek information about Beatrice's death. Oh, it's most tragic. It's all my fault. I was the one who let her off a cliff where she died. I only hope she can forgive me for what I did. She won't, she's condemned you to hell, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, this case was easy. Rose is the killer. Cool. You'd think it would be that easy? It's never the most obvious suspect. But she just confessed. Maybe you're right. Maybe she saw who she was up against and decided the pain of hiding the truth wasn't worth it. In that case, it's done. We did it. No, you didn't. It didn't mean it as literally as you took it. Take some more time before you come up with an answer like that. I know you're jealous I figured it out so fast, but hire a dumber detective next time you want a case solved slower. How about this? I have your permission so you can talk to Kinzo and the others to find out any secrets they might have. You'll see the question isn't so simple after talking to them. I think we aren't getting off that easily. Fine, but you know you don't want to make an enemy out of me. I'm normally the one saying that. Wait, who are these two? Shannon, you don't remember me? You've worked for us for 10 years. You don't know me? How stupid is this girl? Where is Cannon? I'll get back to you on that. Well, that was some good old normal human behavior. Now let's go. Once again, I'm not seeing the point. If you're trying to make an annoying character, you really aren't doing it with Will. I understand you want the audience back home to catch on to the hints about my plan, for that will make the payoff better. That's not how it will work. I know your game, and I refuse to play that way. We'd like to speak to Kinzo about Beatrice's death.
Yes, but no, he's very sad about Beatrice's death. It's the first time I've ever seen him express that emotion.
He will embrace it again as I break him for the truth. Beatrice, why'd you have to die? We were so happy after I kidnapped you.
As you can tell with the emotional music, this is a sad moment. You should be crying.
It's okay, there are plenty of other girls to kidnap out there. I just had an epiphany. Beatrice's name had the word beat in it. Beats often come in multiples to keep it up, so there has to be multiple Beatrices. Oh, Beatrice. Oh. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I see, you were in the Navy. Go on. I guess I was in World War II after killing Archduke Ferdinand. Back then, I was stationed at an island as a translator under Commander Yamamoto. I wanted to die back then because no one loved me. I wonder why. That was until she arrived. Beatrice. She was my light that lifted me from the despair of my situation. Hello there. Marry me, please. I would do anything for you. She clearly fell for me quickly, and we were going to be joined as lovers. I was going to have a reason to live. When she arrived, she had a bunch of gold, and we could use that to build a new life. That was until something happened. Give me the gold. No, that isn't for you. Do it or I'll hurt the girl you love so much. Never. No! It's okay, Kinzo. I will live on as the Golden Witch. Don't worry, I'll find a doctor for you. I know a man. Guy is so good at his job that his many accounts of malpractice don't matter. His name is Nanjo. If I die, I wouldn't mind being at the hands of him because I know that'll probably happen. Yep, that's how me and Kinzo met and became good friends from that day forth. Did you save her? Yeah, but she would later die when giving birth. What a sweet tale of love. It's so sad that stupid Rosa killed her. I know, but nothing can change that now. Well, I'll call you if I need to torture someone. For now, let's go talk to someone else. Like Rosa's dumb daughter, she likes Beatrice a lot. Yeah. Just know, because I'm too lazy to rewrite and incorporate it into the plot naturally, the place he was stationed at was the same Rakujima that this whole story is taking on, which also had a bunch of missiles and stuff that might become relevant later. Ew, what do you want? Ew. How do you know Beatrice? You better not lie to me, small child. Ew, it all happened when I found out I was the reincarnation of Jesus. I know because my father doesn't exist according to Rosa, so it's just like how Mary the Virgin gave birth despite never fucking in her life. Ew. As much as I respect you, our Lord and Savior, your status as the second coming of Christ doesn't matter when solving a case. Now, when did you first meet Beatrice? Ew, it was some time ago. She made candy out of nothing and gave it to me. Ew. Ah, so she's a child predator. Well, I can see why Kinzo had a thing for her. The mystery deepens. Ew, she says that if others believe in her, she'll break out of her egg like a chick. Ew. Crack her egg? I would recommend a jackhammer. What do you two know about the death of Beatrice? My theory is that the sins of her past caught up to her. It was actually a ghost. What do you mean? Ghosts aren't real. But a ghost does exist here. Let me tell you about this really creepy thing that happened some time back. A supernatural culprit? Didn't Maria say the Holy Ghost was what allowed Rosa the Virgin to give birth to her? Yes, it's all coming together. Goda, have you ever heard about a ghost that haunts this place? It fucks people that have virgin babies. You can't scare the brave, Goda. I know this place has its fair share of silly stories like Ken being a good servant, but we all know it's just a funny story. Your whole existence is a funny story, one that no one laughs at because we can't muster that much around such a pathetic excuse for a human. I know you don't like Ken, but don't talk about him behind his back like that. What's poppin' and locking, my fellow servants? Shannon shared some silly story about ghosts and whatnot. I'm not scared of it. In fact, I feel more emasculated by it, but I'm sure you might need some help feeling better after such a frightening tale. Nah, I'll face the ghost myself because God knows I have no other way of losing my virginity. That's not that scary. Ew, boo, ew. Maria, what are you doing? Spreading Beatrice propaganda. Ew, did you know when Beatrice was being conceived, all of Kinjo's genes were brutally killed by depression? Ew. Haha, funny joke, you really got me. Ew, Kinjo doesn't have that Sigma male grind set. Ew. As you can tell from that story, it was a ghost that killed Beatrice. A deduction that rivals my own, but it's still wrong because I didn't think of it. That doll, do you have any clue on what that might be? A doll is a symbol of childhood innocence, which means it only can be one thing. Kinzo fucked Beatrice's daughter. He would never do that. Kinzo took the expression like mother like daughter way too literally, and that's where the core of this mystery lies. You mean this kid that Kinzo had with Beatrice, did he fuck that one as well to continue the chain of incest? Not yet, but I have a theory as to who that might be. The one person who's never been mentioned in these stories, and the person who's just the right age, about 20 or so. They are the true killer of Beatrice, for they created a timeline where Beatrice doesn't exist. And that person is, drumroll please, me. You? Yes, I don't look a day over 20, and it all makes sense. And because Kinzo is homophobic, I'm safe from the incest cycle. I know you're pretty smart, but I think you might have the wrong person. You doubt me? I think because you missed an important clue, that of Beatrice's dying message, 11107, an impossible cipher only an American like yourself could solve. Ah, yes, the 11,107th word in the dictionary is lion, which is your name. It was Lion, you're Beatrice's daughter. Hold on a second, when did I ever say I was a girl? That's something that will remain unknown for now. Wait, your parents are still gonna name you Better Jessica at one point? No, that doesn't matter. The mystery's been solved, and with that, Willard Wright proves his name once more. Took you long enough. You were right. It is. So my existence is born out of this messed up love? Yep, it makes Kinzo almost 1% as bad as Nanjo. Why do you hate Nanjo? You dare ask that? Unless you want a 5-hour video essay on the worst character ever created, you better take that back. It all started when he appeared with his stupid face. On second thought, I'm good. You aren't even trying with these compliments anymore, because sometimes insulting a person is more important than keeping a promise. Now where's my reward? You get nothing, you idiot. Idiot? You call me an idiot after I solved such a difficult case? Or well, A difficult case for you. You're starting to piss me off, so you'll be taking the sideline for a bit. Oh really? I thought you had big plans for him ruining the story. He served his purpose. Now that he has, I want his sorry ass gone. It's time for the climax of this little story. The confession of the killer. And who's that? You'll see. The time has come. The confession you've long waited for. Brought to you by Claire. Without further ado, let's give you our greatest show yet. Yes, my story started when I was a child. My parents never loved me and wish I would choke on my own spit. That's the wrong story. You aren't the killer, just read the script. But all I can think about when reading this is how this person was considered a blessing compared to my life. No one cares. Yes, you were just introduced, and trauma dumping after that is often a big no-no. I see. So anything about me is a pain. Oh well. Let's get started. This killer's confession comes in 9 parts, each displaying a phase in their journey. It all started when they were hired to be a servant. I'll never regret incest.
But now what do we do with the child?
Throw it in the water. No one will care.
But the poor thing needs a better life. Maybe it can work as a servant. Yes, it could be a good friend to Jessica.
It's gonna be hard to adjust, but this new life is what's best. Like, you deserve it, loser. I'm the only one who deserves a position like this. I'm best at being subservient human. Being angry is a lot of work. Can I eat you?
You should treat them the same as any other. Now get to work, slaves.
Hey, don't worry, we can be friends. Really? Yeah, I need to lower my social credit score after the 7 stakes keep knocking each other down. Maybe this won't be so bad. Hey, Burn, we need to talk. What? In the actual game, you comment Kinzo's incest was romantic, and that's not okay. Yeah, as an intellectual rapist myself, you should only force yourself onto smart people, and walking off a cliff wasn't that. I mean, if 2 people love each other. We aren't in Alabama, so admit your mistakes. Fine, Kinzo's romance wasn't romantic, for it still is. God damn it. And that's when my parents started using me as a battering ram. My thick skull was the only reason I'm still here. Stick in your lane, or I'll see that thick skull of yours finally break. My time at the mansion was great, but there was one thing I didn't like, and that was how things kept going missing. My keys, my stuff. It's almost as if a witch came and took them. Yummy keys. Great, now my joke with Gap never being relevant is ruined. Ah, a witch. Yes, and I am in need of some yummy keys. Well, the other servants besides Shannon are kind of dicks, so go prank them by eating their keys. Thanks, maybe we can be friends. I'm the witch Beatrice. That girl Kinzo was never over? Yeah, I need to get away from that old geezer. He sounded like a dying wolf when he cries. What's that? I wonder if Kinzo loved that child. Love is subjective, as one would reason he would love his child by blood, but at the same time, it is Kinzo. Didn't he only care about the child in terms of what it could offer to him, in terms of healing the hole Beatrice left him? Why not make a joke about it? About how he threw that child in the water a few minutes ago. I don't need to. There can be a few moments of seriousness here and there. Also, this clearly was meant for your plan. It reminds me of when my parents tried to eat me. They weren't even hungry at the time. Is it too late to change her out? Unfortunately, yes. You need a hobby. Like what? Some of the servants here have some. Shannon freestyle dances, Genji shows emotion, Goda flexes how smart he is, and Najo tortures children he holds in the cell below. Kindly. Maybe I could read. I heard of a great book called And Then There Were Bees. You should read it. I didn't know a book could have so many bee puns in it. Wait till you get the best part, the culprit reveal. I can't believe Flandre would do something like this. Truly the best twist in all of fiction. But the way these murders were pulled off, it's very interesting. I'm almost inspired by it. If only you had a bunch of bees, you could make a really cool sequel. Yeah. Stop making references no one will get. Do you know how cringy it can be? And people hate cringe. Well, this game references Toho, which references And Then There Were None, which is also the inspiration for this game. So I feel it's fair. This reminds me of a mystery I tried to solve once. I found out my dad used my college funds to hire an assassin to kill me, but they failed because killing me was too much of a burden for them. This is honestly depressing. Yeah, we need more fun and whimsy. As sad as it is for your parents to try and kill you, think about how much effort they put into hating you. That's a form of love in a way. Yes, love comes in many different ways, as you can tell from the story. Such as my parents killing themselves to escape me. They just don't want to hold you back. Plus, society always makes suicide look grim, but we all die at one point. What about the suicide note that said, "This is your fault, go to hell"? Why did Burn make this so hard for us? We'll think of something. Love always does. Keeps taking my keys. They were on my key ring, so how is that possible? I thought it was you. Maybe you also took yours to look like a victim. You all want to embarrass me in front of the masters. We all know I'm their favorite. Yeah, I was gonna eat mine later. Get pranked. Are we sure this is the right thing to do? It wasn't me, it was Gap. You really love witches, but I think it's a bad idea to get too obsessed with them. I think it's a bad idea to get too obsessed with being a servant. In fact, I want to be a witch. That's not a new gender you can identify as. Well, you go back to being a lame servant with responsibilities and all that lame stuff while I have fun being a witch. What do you mean? How do you just do that? Is that how someone becomes a witch? If it was that easy, I would have considered it myself. Oh, really? I mean, more in a joking way, but having magic and stuff would be cool. Being a witch isn't all that grand. In fact, the burden of eternal life certainly is something that changes a person. I'm aware considering some of the comments you made. Just remember that no matter what power you hold here, you're still human at the end. No need to rub it in. This reminds me of the time you were burned at the stake. Yes, we get it, but think of it in this way. You were chosen to read here, so your life is getting better. Yes, you need a better crowd. You two seem annoyed at me all the time. Nothing we can't change. Yes, just have a positive attitude. Think of all the good things in life like us. But I don't know how to conceptualize a comment for myself. Just think of something for someone else and put it on yourself. Yes, that's a start. Okay, it's easier when I'm dead. Good grief. Yes, I will become a witch, and that starts with taking the form of one. Yes, you truly look fit to be a witch. What's going on here? Shannon, you like the new form? How the fuck did you do that, and where are we? The power of magic in the Golden Land. You can join me if you wish. No, this world is missing something you'll never have as a witch. What's that? Love. Wrong answer, Shannon. I'm taking your win from episode 6 for that comment. I'm sticking by the life I have. It may be hard, but there are many things that help me get through it. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see how much you've grown. Isn't that right, George? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I will not speak in such a vulgar manner. Hello, fellow woman. How are you on this fine day? Hello, George. And you can be vulgar because I love perversion. Wow, we have so much in common. Yes, we should go out. Yeah, and I'll be at the next family conference to give my love to you. So wait a second, this all started because Battler never came to the next conference? We all know how it goes. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, boy ghosts girls, yada yada yada, girl kills 13 people to revive a witch. It almost happened to me once. I still can't believe Byrne would say I would do something like this. I mean, you're the one who did it, so ask yourself. I wouldn't kill my family, but wasn't it talked about in episode 6 where someone can be a completely different person if raised by different people? But I was just a servant. Let me finish and maybe it'll become a bit clearer. See, Yasuda was inspired by your fashion sense for their witch form. What a lovely form it is. But I thought I tainted the form for when they would use it. Claire, you need to stop. Yeah, you're annoying as hell. Your life has meaning. Yes, maybe once you finish the story, you can be our new assistant for our up-and-coming game show, Octopus Royale, inspired by the hottest and sexiest animal around. Why do you care? You could hire someone else. Because we care about you, even if no one else does. Yes, and you're doing a good job at reading the story. Are you sure? Yes, you're gonna feel like your life has meaning when you're not a contestant who basically is cannon fodder for a show. Thanks. Is Battler here? No, because he's being a little bitch. Apparently he doesn't want to be in this family because I cheated on Kyrie, and Kyrie tried to kill someone. He's being overdramatic as always. Yeah, an Hiroshima man cheating on someone and an Hiroshima woman trying to kill someone is a time-honored tradition in the family. That is the principles Kendo found this family on. And incest, but we don't talk about that. Yes, and bonus points if the woman tries to kill for love. Oh, that means Battler isn't here. This is what happens with men. They butter you up as something special, only to ghost you many years later. But it can't be. You should probably ditch him for a better alternative, Yuri. No, he will come. He just has some things to sort out. You will see what this love you seek in the human world gets you. Wait, how many people in my family have killed someone? That's not important. I mean, Natsuri almost killed you in every other timeline. She has? Yeah, your family isn't the best, but hey, you got Goda, so it isn't all bad. I guess you have a point. The family only went up after hiring him. That's right, Mom. The guy who told me I looked like the Antichrist had a thing for me, so suck it. I'm pretty sure he was a Satanist, but there's the energy I'm looking for. Give it all you got. And Dad, I don't really know, but you suck too. You only saved like 100 lives as a police officer, which is nothing compared to how many nearly died by looking at me. Well, Balor's still being a little bitch, but he did write some letters for you. He did? Wow, he can be so elegant sometimes. Yeah, hearing from him is really nice. Wait, where's my letter? Why would he give a servant a letter? I didn't see anything for you. But Battler. Okay, at some point you have to see he's just not into you. No, but what can I do to heal the pain he left in my heart? How could he do this? I hate to say it to you, but I told you so. But I guess I could help you heal. Really? Yes, by giving you a friend to be with. We'll name him Cannon and he won't ghost you, but he might fall for Jessica and be a stubborn little emo boy. Thank you so much. You said I was silly for becoming a witch, but now you might change that tune. Maybe. Yeah, this must be a struggle for some people. For me, any person instantly falls in love and dedicates their life to me. But not all of us can be so lucky. Love is an illusion, one that certain people think they have a lot of, but really don't. Must suck for them. Sometimes they don't notice it, and that illusion helps them, just like the illusion of witches. But I don't get what happened. This isn't the story I would think leads to murder, not of 13 people at the very least. We'll get there in time. I've concluded that everyone in this world are awful people who need to die in painful and humiliating ways. That's the spirit. Humans do suck, but that's what witches are for. Now let me see them. I want to see their blood spill out. You still have a story to read. Who cares about some dumb story anyway? I'm going to find my own legacy. You can do it after. We have a duty to finish this story. Well, I don't care, so I'm leaving. That's what I should have done the whole time. No one will step on me anymore. This isn't good. I guess we could just read instead and just make some random commentary. Good idea. And we'll pour some love into the story. I need to make my Beatrice shrine, so get that portrait of her up. All will see her glory firsthand.
At once.
So that's what he sees the witch as. Then I'll change to fit the image. And what is this about an epitaph? I could solve that and take the legacy of the family for myself and truly earn the power of the Golden Witch.
So anyone can solve this epitaph.
I know the answer, but I'm humble enough not to take all the gold for myself. Mackerel. But even if I did, I don't know what I would do with the money.
My idea is to overload the gold market and tank its value overnight, then buy it for cheap and create artificial scarcity to profit.
Okay, I need to create some OCs for my cool witch universe. Ooh, yeah, that sounds fun. Ooh, I can also create a sexy demon butler. That's a given. Yes, I'll create a witch who never dies. What about me? You can be irrelevant. Yep, that's good. My companions will forever empower me. Now, to solve the riddle. Now you have to talk about the answer to the riddle. Good luck with that. The riddle is a major part of the story, so don't ruin it. Listen, I don't even understand it much myself, but I'm sure Will does. Of course, I will explain it. The riddle revolves around some river or something. Rivers were created in Vietnam, where you can find people. People made this riddle, and people died to complete it. You know what also has to die to be completed? A lot of things. A will. And I'm Will. So I'm the location of the gold. That's why people call me the Golden Boy. Then let's cut you open and see what's inside. Not needed because the true gold is the detective you were in love with the whole time. Get the chainsaw burn? With pleasure. From what Will said, the location of the gold is obviously the chapel.
Congratulations, you win.
Genji, what are you doing here?
To make you into the Golden Witch since you passed the test. Here, you can wear Beatrice's old gown.
Doesn't Kinzo fuck anything that looks like Beatrice?
He's a changed man, so you'll be fine.
Oh, Beatrice, is that really you?
That's not my name, but sure.
I'm sorry for everything I did. Maybe incest wasn't the answer after all.
Really?
And I regret treating you like shit if I knew you were gonna become Beatrice. With that, I can die with no regrets.
I don't really think you can just wipe your slate clean.
Now rejoice, everyone. Our Golden Witch will guide us to a new age.
Mackerel. I wish I knew it was that easy to erase things you've done. Whatever, yes, I'm the Golden Witch, Beatrice, and now you will serve under me. And so, Beatrice ruled over them and lived happily ever after. What a lovely tale. Yep, we covered everything. We didn't miss any big detail we're supposed to answer. This was truly our Umineko when they cry. That was the truth you all wanted. The true killer was Yasuda. I thought it was also Shannon and Cannon by proxy who were the same person, which I think is funny because I didn't cover it, but Ballard nearly tried to feel up Shannon's breasts in the first episode. I assume that would have been fake in some way if she was also Cannon, which means Ballard could have exposed her by being a pervert. It's not like we're gonna devolve into the truth of each case. Go read the manga if you want that. Burn, I've come to show you who I am. I'm Yasuda, and I'm here to... I don't really know, but I'll make you regret crossing me. How did you forget you were Yasuda and thought you were an exact clone? I got so depressed I developed amnesia, a common symptom. In any case, I won't stand for that. This is the blade of truth, and with it, I will cut through each of the murders. Can you wait a moment? This is my moment. The whole story's built up to this climax. Yes, the climax of the truth, and I'm here to give it in full. Fine, let's get this over with. You know the killer, so explain each of the crimes. With pleasure. Game 1, First Twilight. Shannon killed all 5 members of the family in the dining room, and afterwards shoot herself to fake her death. However, she would later say it doesn't count and still be alive after her corpse was examined. How did no one hear the gun? Game 1, Second, and Third Twilight. Since the chain was said to be uncut by the servants, we can assume they lied and broke the chain much earlier. When they got inside, Cannon trick-shotted Avon Hideyoshi by adding bounce properties to the walls. Game 1, Fourth Twilight. Kinzo, like the devil summoned by an ancient ritual, was brought back to life. But since he remembered the real Beatrice was dead, he killed himself again, this time in the furnace. Game 1, Fifth Twilight. He was attacked by butterflies. Butterflies can't kill people, so Cannon was only faking his death to further hide his peace from the family. Game 1, 6th, 7th, and 8th Twilight. As for how Maria called them, the phone was actually an elaborate form of a tin can cup telephone thing. And with no one knowing of Shannon and Cannon still being on the board, they killed them by having Maria sing, which was so bad they couldn't resist Shannon and Cannon picking them off. Game 1, Natsui's death. Not technically a Twilight, but we still have to cover it. Natsui saw Yasuda and tried to kill them, but shot the bullet into Yasuda's gun, which could be shot back in return and frame it like a suicide. Game 2, First Twilight. The real mystery is the door, which is actually a metaphor about the locked heart of magic. By allowing magic to be real, the door decides to let people in, as it's also a long since forgotten sentient door creature named Woodle. Game 2, Second and Third Twilight. I'm pretty sure both of them were tripping on shrooms they found where Cannon thought he was fighting a witch. Since Cannon died in this imaginary fight, Cannon died for real, as the trope rings true across many media. As for how he escaped, Cannon is just a persona, so he can be killed and still have Shannon survive. Game 2, 4th, 5th, and 6th Twilight. Similar story, they all got high, but Shannon ran out of lives this time around, so she died for real, as well as George and Goda, who were with her. Since the weapon was an illusion born out of being high, it doesn't actually exist. Game 2, 7th, and 8th Twilight. You say no illusion can create a corpse, but I disagree, for we all know we're action assimilation, which has decided to enable cheat codes to just kill Nanjo and Mackerel on a whim. Game 3, First Twilight. The start and end of the loop are Shannon and Cannon, who clearly break free of this loop, which creates a U. You know what also starts with U? Umineko, which is a visual novel created by 7th Expansion, keyword being 7th that expands the loop, which is how the murder was committed. Game 3, 2nd and 3rd Twilight. Nothing fantastical happens in this murder, so it's a freebie. Ava also killed them because Maria said how stupid Ava looked as a witch. Game 3, 4th, 5th, and 6th Twilight. Ava complimented Rudolph, which caused Kiria to be jealous and attempted to kill her. Ava fought back and accidentally killed Hideyoshi and Rudolph along the way. She specifically calls Dr. Nanjo because she knows he can't tell a dead corpse. Game 3, 7th, and 8th Twilight. The game barely highlighted their deaths, so I don't really need to talk about them. Game 3, the rest of them. Ava decided to kill them as the numbers dwindled so low. Yasuda may have helped kill George or something, but who really cares? Game 4. Wait a second, you can't just say Ava did all those murders and just gloss over it. You make a good point. In fact, I suggest you put this little truth battle on hold, because sooner rather than later, I will reveal the truth of the 4th and final game, which will also help clarify what happened in the 3rd game. You can't stop the great Willard Wright's deduction. Go away. I don't need you anymore. You lucky you aren't ending up in a body bag. Don't think I'll let that slide. I'll be back. Now it's my turn. No, go back to being depressed. Your purpose has been served as well. As for Leon, stick around because the climax is here. I've already ruined this little story enough, but I have one last trick. One that will show what the story's about. What are you doing? Now is the time for things to get serious. Let's first see how you deal with this tonal whiplash. What the? Am I so relevant? Anji, is that you? Who the hell are you? It's complicated if I understand right. Are you the one who brought me here? No, that would be me. Anji, you always said you wanted to know the truth, right? It took you long enough. I don't like this. Now, during the 4th game, the adults actually solved the epitaph and found the gold hidden away. Wouldn't that mean Yasuda was surrendered? She did. In fact, she didn't kill a single person in this game. But that's where things start to unfold. It's surreal. We did it. I can never tell if this old geezer tells the truth, but apparently he was. Yeah, we don't even need to worry with our businesses with this much money. I guess not. Who are you? That doesn't matter. I guess Kinzo's riddle wasn't that hard after all. Well, I won't kill you and blow up the island from a bomb on this island when it was used as a military base in that one flashback. Did she say kill us? She said she wasn't, so it's all good. Now, all we need to do is convert this into cash. How do we do that? The authorities will be alerted if we trade this much gold in. Before we can figure that out, I guess I should also tell you that Kinzo is dead the whole time, but like, who cares at that point? What? As I said, no one cares. What does matter is I could convert it, but I may need a little fee. Are you serious? Calm down. Why are you so agitated? We won. You lied to us and now you're trying to take my share? Stupid woman, why would you You killed them! They deserved it. No one liked Krause. But the authorities will find them missing, and if they investigate, it was an accident. Not according to law, but I'm sure you can get your share after you served your time. You bitch, what are you doing? We already are gonna get in hot water trying to convert this, so we don't want to make things worse. Wait, we could just use the bomb Yasuda talked about and hide the corpses. No one know it was me in that case. And have one of us take the fall? They'll never be able to pin anything on us if the whole island is gone. You're right. Why did you say it like that? Me and Rudolph could take it all for ourselves, and the rest of you can sleep peacefully. I like this idea, but if we do this, we're gonna need to kill the servants and kids. Don't worry, I have a plan. We can lure them out with a test from Kinzo, and take them out one by one along with the servant. And Battler, we'll see how he takes this. That'll decide his fate. Yeah, not like we need that kid anyway. The two of them will continue to kill the rest of the group, one by one. For it wasn't a witch that caused this massacre on this island, but human greed. And the story doesn't end there. Ava actually survived, and she wasn't gonna let Kiri get away with this. And from there, what you expected happened. Ava killed Kiri and Rudolph, leaving her as the sole survivor of the night. What? You can't just say my mother would do that. Oh, really? She admitted to being open to murder before, so this isn't much of a shock. I guess you can consider yourself lucky to not have witnessed the tragedy unfold. Instead, you live in a peaceful ignorance that are made to hide the pain. Oh, Leon, you want to know what happens in your timeline? Let me show you. Yeah, that's the truth. For as much as this was a board we witches laid on, we don't hold a candle to the tragedy of humans. And for you, the creator, this is the story you're mocking. The pain these people feel. At least the witch round embraces that cruelty. But you deny yours. But I hope this shows you what you are deep down. You aren't helping anyone. I didn't know this is what happened. Maybe you should have a bit more tact, because this is the ending of your story. One that crashes and burns from the truth of its nature. And I, Bern Castell, will make sure no miracle exists in which you can fight back. Like I would allow that. This isn't over. And why is that? I'll figure something out. Let me crush this here and now. A symbol of death. I've waited for the right moment, and now is the time I will finally strike. And you can have the first one. Not today. You. How is that possible? I thought I told your incompetent ass you couldn't survive in the real world. If there's one weapon I still have, Bern, it's the fact I can put pieces back to who they were. As much as your versions have their moments, now wasn't the time. Let's get out of here. Who said you can leave? My cats will take care of you. Will, what's going on? No time to talk. We need to get out of here. What about Anji? There's no time. She already has let tragedy consume her for now, but we will survive. Run all you want. But know this. I will make sure the story has no happy ending. So those are the answers I was looking for, along with a certain someone taken care of. Now I can be satisfied. It appears this is one of those stories that will serve as a warning. Let's hope others don't fall in the same trap. Why? Why did they all have to die that night? Why am I the only one left? Don't worry. Battler, is that you? Yeah, and I'm glad I haven't missed much, because I'll tell you what really happened. What are you talking about? This is a story for you, one that will give this tale the ending it deserves.